nak?
Okey. Kita test Kita test limau dekat ni.
Oh, mata dia.
Oh, janganlah kabur.
Nyam.
It doesn't mean he make the glasses, but in Spanish, glasses, we say gafas. Gafas coming from al-Ghafiki. Yeah, the name. I mean, yeah, glasses. Because he started to do this investigation with the lenses. And he ophthalmologist, you do cataract operation like this. Anyway, Muhammad al-Ghafiki was born here. This doesn't mean he's born in this time. This is the celebration of the 8th century commemoration for him. So he's from 12th century. Yeah. Just so you know, like a representation, but he's Muslim, no? Muhammad al-Ghafiki. Now we're going to continue. This statue is Ibn Maimonides, the Jewish philosopher. He was also, he's from the time of the Muslim, not Muslim, but from the time of Muslim. The book he's carrying is the Mishnah. It's one of the main reference for the Jewish tradition. Buried in Cairo, Egypt. But he was also, after he left from here, from Al-Andalus, he was Salahuddin al-Ayyubi personal doctor also, yeah? Okay. Jom.
Otra cosa que, aparte de la canción esta de ¿dónde están?
Salma, the lady, remember the Kalahorra Tower Museum? This is this lady, Palestinian lady, she lives here upstairs. And this house, also she makes like downstairs like museum, Andalusi house. You have some sample how they make the paper, you have some remains from the Visigothic period. She has, it's a museum. We don't have time. If you come sometime in your free time, it's a museum, yeah? We don't have time. You need half an hour, 1 hour, yeah? And she's here, but I don't want to bother her. Sometimes she's here, we can say hello. For me, she's the hidden sultana of Cordoba. She makes very good activity, dawah, many Muslim with her also. Always leave space for the people, yeah? Anyway, we're not going to go inside, but just so you know, Andalusi house, you can also...
Andalusi Muslim house? Yes. This is the
books,
sample.
Interesting. Nice to visit sometime. Huh?
Okay.
But look.
Oh.
Look, this stone. This is micro shell. Look, this one is actually many small shells. Yeah, shell. This stone is from here, from this area. This is 200-300 kilometers from the sea. So here, this area, the whole valley, thousands of years ago, there was a sea coming here. So this is from the sand, you know, condensation. They cut these stones they brought from the mountains here, like sandstone, become hard like a stone. Okay.
Gate of Moldova.
The door of Almodóvar. The name of the gate is because there is a town on the way to Seville that way. This is the route to go to Almodóvar. Almodóvar is a town. Coming from the name Almodóvar is a town that have a castle. This castle on the top of a hill. From that castle you have 300-degree view. So Almodóvar is from Arabic, say Almodawar. Almodawar is like the round one. And there, this castle, there on the way, Almodóvar, like half an hour drive from here. This is one of the castles they use for the recording of Game of Thrones, you know?
Okay.
You know the High Garden? High Gardens, if you've seen the series, they say one of the scenes from the High Garden, the lady from High Garden and the tower up there, that's the tower. There are scenes with the dragons and the castle on top of the hill. High Garden Castle. This Almodovar Castle. Yeah?
So they call it Cordoba Gate.
Go down that way, you have the Gate of Seville. That's the way, the same route actually. But so the name, like in Granada, Elvira Arch, where the bus picks us up in Granada, that's the Elvira Arch because that's the route where Medina Elvira used to be. So that's the name of the.
Mau panas tengok.
And it's a city that many cultures they wanted to have it or conquer. They tried to conquer many times, but very difficult to conquer because it's a very privileged location. You see this river? This is the Tajo River. Tajo is like a cut. In Spanish you say Tajo. Jalan je, sambil tinggal cepat. All responsibility. Ya, apa you?
Peace, but not warm.
You see here we have small door, yeah? And here we have bigger door. And you have here the knob, wait. You know, we're not going to play now, yeah? This knob, You have another one on that one.
Why so high?
Why so high?
They are taller.
Leave space for people to go. Leave space,
That
please.
one on the horse for people on the horse.
Ah, there you go, on the horse. Not giant, huh? Sure, not giant, you know? It's for that reason. So because in this house, maybe if they are somebody walking, they talk the lower one.
The shorter guy.
If we play it up, it make different sound, so they can tell from inside. If it's on a horse, I open the big door. On the not horse, small door.
Oh, there is two doors.
Okay, just yeah. Another thing. You know Guinness record, yeah? You heard about Guinness record?
Yeah.
Smallest window.
In the world?
Only window. Oh, Guinness record.
Maybe now there is already a smaller one. I don't know. But this is one of the Guinness record smallest window. Maybe now there is another one smaller. I don't know. Yeah, this many years like that. Oh, maybe now Malaysia maybe one like this. You know. Okay.
Oh, we are going through that door. And it's beautiful. Mana ni masih?
Ah.
Ni masih. Ya, sudah.
This is now, they say it's the oldest, it's not the oldest mosque in Al-Andalus, but they say it's the oldest dated mosque. You have some calligraphy up there. It's in Arabic. It's the same like the name of the architect. This is the constructed in the year 999. It's like the Islamic year, but it coincides with the year 999. But it's telling the Islamic date actually. I can look for the phrase if you want to see, but it's stating the name of the architect. This mosque was built in this time, like this, you know, under the architect and the time of so and so. Yeah. Anyway, this mosque is not so big. Don't have any remain of minaret. We don't know if there was or not minaret. Yeah. But this is one of the oldest entrances to the city. And this was a small mosque in the entrance of the city. So it probably was a small mosque or a small musalla entrance near the exit and entrance to the city for travelers, whatever, yeah? But it's one of the most studied mosques in Spain because of the architecture. And it's actually very interesting in a few aspects, yeah? Very small. You see the arches, each one different. You see that the architecture is very studied in this mosque. You see, each arch is different. If you come over on this side, the architecture looks similar, but you can see right in the middle there's 3 arches, and then there's a separate style building, slightly. The additional on the left, this is from the Christian period. It might be even built by Muslims, but the main part of the mosque is only this small square. It's like a perfect square. 3 arches, and you see the arches on the top, similar to the Mosque of Cordoba.
It looked like the Kaaba.
Now you're going to look at something else. This is a picture of the mosque inside. It has a very interesting archaeological detail. It's a square, yeah? It's a square and it has 4 columns. This is looking from the floor to the ceiling, like that. It has 4 different columns, and between the column you have 9 spaces. Yeah, like a 4, you know Sudoku? Yeah, Sudoku, 9 spaces like this. Each space, it has one different archaeological geometrical design. So it is believed that it could be some kind of like a talismanic meaning. You know, like if you have seen like the Muslim, the Ottoman, they used to have some talismanic, you can see in the British Museum. They have the same concept. They have the 9 squares, each number, Arabic number, or letter that symbolize different number. And when you add the number, like the Sudoku, in all different directions, it has the same add up number. But actually it has some symbolic, because you know the Arabic have symbolic for calligraphy. You know, each letter in Arabic have a meaning and a symbolic number, also figure, like, you know, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, 19 letters like this. So anyway, there's probably some kind of talismanic knowledge was put into the architecture of this building, like this, you know, something like this. We don't know exactly, but anyway, this is the concept. No, that very simple building, but very interesting architecture. Like I said, this is the Roman here. If you look over here, you have. So they say the legend here is right in the legend. The legend says that the day that Alfonso the 6th entered Toledo, which is 1985, yeah. His horse in cola rodilla is to put his knee on the floor. You know, he kneel, yeah. Spanish legend, yeah. In a white tile, no, like this they say. The horse, this tile was in front of the mosque, and then they went inside and they found some light inside somewhere hidden there, and they say that this light was like a candle that was on for, they say, from time of Jesus. This is what they say, the legend, you know, like this. So then they say, they call it the Church of the Christ, the Light of Christ. So now it's known like, you know, it's a legend, you know, from the Christian period. But anyway,
Leyenda is legend.
yeah, leyenda is legend. So it's called now the Ermita of the Christ of the Light. So it's like the Ermita is like how do you say, chapel? So we don't know, maybe even some wali were buried there.
Wali terus.
It's not in use, it's a museum.
Naik bukit.
Period. And then here down below also there is some remains from water mills. Remember we saw in Cordoba there was some water mill, and they used in Cordoba for the making paper, the cotton starch. But here in Toledo is more the metallurgic industry. Also cotton they would have here, but so some of these mills they use also for the metal. So in the same way that you have the remains here on the left from these mills, using the force of the water to move the mechanism that they can use for working metal or any other. Cantik.
It looks like a movie.
Yeah.
In a movie, yeah.
Here you can go walking. They have a little. You can see now. You're going to see the people. They go this same route we're going to do on the bus. Some people they do everyday jogging. You know? You have nice view both sides.
Game of Thrones also here.
Game of Thrones in this area also, but they went many fortresses around Spain. I'm not sure exactly. Aquí en Toledo también Juego de Tronos, ¿no sabes tú? I'm not sure. I haven't heard about. Top of the hill, so don't need so much high tower. You know how high walls. You see. So this side of Toledo, all this part, you do not see walls. No need. There's natural walls from the high mountain. You know. But the other side, no river and no cliff. So the other side they have to build the wall. So this way they fortify the city. The whole surround was the water. So actually they have water. You see the river is a lot of water. Okay, but Toledo is on the top of the hill. How you take the water up?
Oh, so they need to pump it.
So actually it was a historical problem in Toledo. Always has been actually many of the houses in Toledo, the bigger traditional old houses, they have a courtyard, yes, in the middle. And in the middle of this courtyard, the water, they are gathering the water from the rain. So this water is not just going outside. It's actually a water tank underneath the house. It's like a well, but this well is collecting the water from the rain. And even those houses are actually marked in the old city, some of them. There is a way to recognize some of them still. And there was houses that were marked that had water. So that means in case of emergency. Now is the postcard view coming up. This part here, this small mountain here on the right, is the oldest remains of Toledo. It's from the Bronze Age. This small hill right here on the, see? The other part, the oldest remains that they have discovered. Maybe there's only also on the other side, but the first settlements they think is here. Okay, and then you see the big building on the right. This is the Alcázar, which where the Casbah. It's the location where the original Muslim fortress used to be. But this building is from the 18th century. Yeah, the big square one. Wow. And that's built on top of the Muslim fortress. The cathedral, that's a pointy tower in the middle. That's where the Grand Mosque of Toledo used to be. Oh. But that is now the cathedral, and it was leveled. Actually, they say there is some remains of the mosque inside, basically the foundation and also the minaret. But the minaret is not, you cannot see the minaret, but it's car view and it's full of cars. If we can, we stop 1 minute just in front here. Yeah. This is the best view of Toledo, postcard view. Okay.
Fish magnet view also.
Fatin halau, kakak tu halau. Kau nak kahwin.
Kau kahwin Kang.
Kenapa kan?
You know this one? You know this one over here? Bridge, you see the color of the bridge? Like what is pink? What is remind you of something? Or is in this province is this color? Is the color of the flower of the saffron? What is the bullfighter? No. Here we say actually torero. 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 The bull ring. And those, the guys there, they are the matadores. But this is the bull. The bull. The poem. This song is about the poem, yeah, from this manuscript. It is in.